Bueno, gente, pues aquí estamos en Metal Gear Solid Delta, Snake Eater, Remake. Gente, es increíble. Tenía ganas de subir este juego, ya sabéis, ¿no? Muchísimas ganas de subirlo. Ya sabéis que es uno de mis juegos favoritos. El Metal Gear Solid 1, el 2, el 3. Bueno, el 4 y el 5 también. Pero bueno, vamos a vivir pues, este juego todos juntos. Espero que os guste. Le he subido los gráficos, le he puesto gráficos. Y vamos a ver qué tal se nos da, ¿no? Por cierto, es el mismo que el original. Lo único que tiene más gráficos. Ya os dije que este juego iba a salir, lo dije hace tiempo, y aquí lo tenéis. Había gente que no me hacía caso, pues fijaos. Me dijeron en los comentarios que era mentira. Pues aquí tenéis el juego, gente. Y pronto sacarán el remake del 1 y del 2, seguro. Vale, como veis, esto lo vamos a dejar así. Todo esto ya lo he tocado, ¿vale? Vamos a dar la partida nueva. Y como estamos en Metal Gear Solid 3, pues vamos a poner Metal Gear Solid 3, ¿no? Vale, aquí está el estilo tradicional, que es el del original, ¿vale? Que ya lo hemos probado ese. Y a mí me gustaría probar el estilo nuevo. Realmente porque la cámara está distinta, ¿vale? Como si estuviéramos jugando a Metal Gear Solid 5. Entonces, pues yo prefiero esta, ¿no? Estilo nuevo. Me encanta esa, la verdad. Así que vamos a ponerla. Aquí en tercera persona se ve muy bien, la verdad. Bueno, y aquí vamos a jugar en difícil, ¿vale? Luego está extremo y extremo europeo. Ya nos pasaremos a esas dificultades, ¿no? Nos pasaremos la de extremo europea. Vale, vamos a darle a empezar ya. De qué ganas tenía de jugar este juego, de verdad. Ya sabéis que la cinemática no voy a hablar. Vamos a escucharla.
After the end of World War II, the world was split into two, East and West. This marked the beginning of the era called the Cold War.
Approaching Soviet airspace.
20 minutes to drop off.
Commencing internal depressurization. Equipment check. Arm main parachute.
All right. You ready to go?
Drop zone still showing a high pressure mass. Cav okay.
Good. We've got high visibility.
Put out that cigar. Connecting oxygen hose to interior connector. Put on your mask. Does this panty waste know what he's doing?
Approaching release point.
10 minutes to drop off.
Hey, are you deaf?
He said put out the cigar and put on your mask.
Depressurization complete.
Checking oxygen supply.
6 minutes to drop off. Opening rear hatch.
Sunrise.
External temperature minus 46 degrees Celsius. 2 minutes to drop off. Stand up.
You'll be falling at 130 miles per hour. Try not to get frostbite from the wind chill.
1 minute to drop off. Move to the rear.
Activate bailout bottle.
This is one for the history books. The world's first Halo jump.
10 seconds to drop off. Stand by. Status okay, all green.
Prepare for drop off. Countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Spread your wings
And fly. God be with you.
Qué guapo, ¿eh? Es increíble. Los gráficos como se ven, ¿eh?
Jack, I've got some important news. The head of the CIA has finally given us the green light for the virtuous mission.
Virtual mission?
No, the virtuous mission. The future of our Fox unit depends on it. If it succeeds, we'll be officially organized into a unit.
Virtuous mission? Sounds like some kind of initiation ritual.
You know, don't get cocky. This isn't a training op.
Right. So what exactly is this wonderful mission?
Well, about 2 years ago, a certain Soviet scientist requested asylum in the West through one of our moles. His name is Nikolai Stepanovich Sokolov. He's head of the OKB 754 Design Bureau, one of the Soviets' top-secret weapon research facilities, and the East's foremost expert on weapons development.
Sokolov? Isn't he that famous rocket scientist?
The very same. On April the 12th, 1961, the Soviets achieved the first manned spaceflight in history.
The Earth was blue, but there was no God.
Well spoken. The rocket that carried Yuri Gagarin to orbit was the A-1, known as the Vostok rocket. Sokolov is said to be the man most responsible for the multi-engine cluster used in that rocket. After Gagarin's flight, Sokolov left rocket development to become the head of the newly established Design Bureau.
From a lowly technician to head of a design bureau, that's quite a success story, so why do you want to defect?
It seems he'd become afraid of his own creations.
Afraid?
Call it a crisis of conscience.
And for that, he left his country and his family behind and went over the fence?
Not exactly. One of his conditions was that his family was also to be taken safely to the West. We used a mole to get the family out first and succeeded in sneaking Sokolov over the Berlin Wall shortly afterwards. I was the one who conducted the operation.
The security on the eastern side was still full of holes back then. Then what?
We got Sokolov over in one piece, but the whole ordeal had left him exhausted, and we checked him into a hospital in West Berlin. It took him 2 weeks and more than 600 miles to get from the research facility in the Soviet Union to Berlin. He was in no condition to say anything coherent. And it was only a week later that we had something much bigger on our hands.
The Cuban Missile Crisis.
October the 16th, 1962, President Kennedy received word that the Soviets were in the process of deploying intermediate-range ballistic missiles in Cuba. The President demanded that the Soviets dismantle and remove the missiles. At the same time, he announced a naval blockade to prevent further missile shipments from reaching Cuba. But the Soviets didn't back down, instead placing their armed forces on secondary alert. Soviet transport ships carrying missiles continued on course towards Cuba. US and Soviet forces went on alert for an all-out nuclear war. Frantic negotiations were conducted through the UN's Emergency Security Council and unofficial channels to end the hair-trigger standoff. Finally, on October the 28th, the Soviet Union agreed to remove its missiles from Cuba, and so the world avoided a nuclear holocaust. But in order to get the Soviets to pull their missiles out, we had to make a deal.
You mean the one where the US agreed to remove its IRBMs from Turkey?
No. The Jupiter IRBMs deployed in Turkey were obsolete, and we were going to get rid of them anyway. They had no strategic value whatsoever to either the US or the Russians. The Turkey deal was a ruse, a cover story that was fed to the other intelligence agencies around the world.
So what did the Russians really want?
Sokolov. They wanted us to return Sokolov.
You mean the Soviets pulled out of Cuba just to get their hands on Sokolov?
That's right.
What the hell was he working on?
At the time, we had no idea. We were running out of time. It was either give up Sokolov or risk full-scale nuclear war. In the end, we had no choice. President Kennedy gave in to Khrushchev's demand. The next day, I got Sokolov out of the hospital, handed him over to agents on the eastern side. Sokolov kept on screaming, "Save me," until he disappeared from my sight. Then, a month ago, we received some new information from one of our moles.
About Sokolov?
Yes. He was taken back to the research facility and forced to continue working on the weapon in question under KGB supervision. What's more, it's on the verge of completion.
So what kind of weapon is it? Something to do with space rockets?
No, missiles.
Same technology.
I guess you're right. We don't know the details, but it appears to be a new kind of nuclear device. For half a year now, the Soviets have been conducting frequent nuclear tests at Semipalatinsk.
Something to do with the weapon, I assume.
We're talking about a secret weapon so big that Khrushchev was ready to pull out of Cuba to get it back.
Is Sokolov still in the facility?
No. According to our intelligence, he's in Selino-Yarsk, a place in the mountains about 3 miles to the west that's known as the Virgin Cliffs.
The Virgin Cliffs. Nice name for a virtuous mission.
They moved him there just recently.
Why?
Apparently, they're conducting a field test of the weapon, but it's our best chance to get him back. This mission would never have been possible if he was still in the research facility. This is our last chance. Sokolov must have known that too when he contacted us. Listen up, Jack. Your mission is to infiltrate Selino-Yarsk in the Soviet mountains, ensure the safety of Sokolov, and bring him back to the west. If we don't get Sokolov back before that weapon is complete, we'll be facing a major crisis. The clock is ticking. Once we've confirmed the rescue of Sokolov, stand by at the recovery point. A recovery balloon will be dropped at that point. Helium will be pumped into the balloon to inflate it. The process takes about 20 minutes. Once it's complete, the gunship's arm will latch onto the balloon and pull it up.
The Fulton surface-to-air recovery system. I'm familiar with the theory.
Take it easy. It's been combat proven.
Do you think Sokolov is up to it?
The shock will be less than during a parachute jump, and the arm can handle up to 500 pounds.
So you're planning on going over the border in a single combat Talon?
She's equipped with 2 6-barrel 20mm Vulcan cannons, as well as 2 40mm machine guns.
Sounds like she could hold her own against a battalion of tanks.
Even with the fuel in the reserve tank, we're facing a 4-hour time limit. If all goes well, it shouldn't take more than a few hours.
Home in time for dinner.
But if anything goes wrong, you'll be eating dinner, breakfast, and all the rest of your meals in the jungle.
Bueno, aquí está Big Boss, el padre de Snake. Que por cierto aquí se llama Snake también, claro. Menudo gráfico que tiene, ¿eh? Es impresionante. O sea, fijaos, la cara, la barba, o sea, todo es increíble. Vamos a escuchar en el coder que nos llama este hombre, ¿no?
Do you copy? You're already in enemy territory, and somebody might be listening in. From here on out, we'll be using code names to refer to each other. Your code name for this mission will be Naked Snake. I'll be referring to you as Snake from now on. You're not to mention your real name.
Snake?
Oh, you don't like snakes?
What do you mean?
Well, you've eaten one before, haven't you?
In survival training.
I'm glad to hear that.
I don't know if I'd ever order one in a restaurant, but...
Be careful, you might not have a choice.
What about you, Major? What should I call you?
Let's see. I'll be Tom. Call me Major Tom. This will be a sneaking mission. You must not be seen by the enemy. You must leave no trace of your presence. Is that clear? This kind of infiltration is the Fox unit's speciality. In other words, weapons and equipment are procured on site. That goes for food as well. You're completely naked, just as your name implies.
Great. Now I see why you asked me if I like snakes. I suppose calling me Snake was your idea of a joke, too.
No, there's a good reason for that. I'll tell you later when the time is right.
Gotcha. Getting back to the subject, how exactly am I supposed to feed myself?
You've been issued a knife and a tranquilizer gun. Use them to hunt for food. You'll also find some medical supplies in your backpack.
Yeah, about the backpack. I lost it in a tree on the way down.
I see. Well, you'd better go back and get it then. You know where it is?
No problem. I can see it from here. It's stuck on a branch.
To climb a tree, stand in front of a tree that's covered in ivy and press the action button. I'll be monitoring your progress over the radio. We can't risk violating Soviet airspace, but I'll be in the gunship. My frequency is 140.85. I'll give you a call if I need to talk to you. If you need to talk to me, use the send function. Okay, Snake, go get your backpack.
Bueno, vamos a ver. Qué guapo, gente, fijaos, ¿eh? Se ve muy bien, tío. Ya os digo que los gráficos se los he subido, o sea, se lo he puesto en alto, ¿vale? Alto medio. Pero he puesto más alto que medio, claro. En ultra no lo pongo porque se me peta, claro, evidentemente. Tengo una RX 5500 XT, ¿vale? Para que lo sepáis. Digo, las patadas, o sea, es que estoy probando a ver todo lo que hace. Los controles están bien, ¿vale? Pero tengo que cambiarlos. Ay, me he dejado algo ahí, ¿eh? Tengo que cogerlo. Bueno, pues es exactamente igual que el original, como he estado viendo, con la cámara muy bonita, como se ve, fijaos, ¿eh? Con unos gráficos increíbles. Tenía ganas de jugarlo, de verdad. Y aquí estamos. Lo de los camuflajes, por cierto, se le puede cambiar, ¿eh? Vale, ahí había un pro de vida. Y aquí tendría que subir, ¿no? ¿Cómo era para subir? Ah, vale, que me han cambiado también esto, ¿no? Lo de rodar por el suelo. Pues eso luego lo cambio, ¿vale? Pero por el momento no me molesta, sinceramente. Aquí hay que coger el bolso, ¿no? Y es como el original, fíjate. Vale, más cinemáticas, ¿no? Pues nada. Nos tenemos que callar, gente.
I see you've retrieved your backpack, Snake. To equip a weapon, it's necessary to take it out of your backpack. In the survival viewer, choose Weapon from the backpack. Your available weapons will be displayed in a list on the screen. From that list, choose the weapon you want to equip and press the Enter button. For other equipped items, just do the same thing from Item.
Got it. Use the survival viewer backpack.
Yep, that's right. Survival is fundamental to this mission. After you've been out in the field for a while, your stamina will start to drop. If your stamina gets too low, it'll affect your performance. You won't be able to shoot accurately, for example, and your wounds won't heal as smoothly. Keep an eye on your stamina so you don't run out. To recover lost stamina, you can hunt for local flora and fauna. You can use either your tranquilizer gun or your knife to hunt.
My only weapon is a Mark 22 Hush Puppy tranquilizer gun?
That's right. It's been fitted with its own suppressor. However, the suppressor will deteriorate every time you fire. Once its durability reaches 0, the noise suppression effect will be gone. So don't get too trigger-happy with it. The suppressor's durability is shown in the icon. Any weapons and equipment beyond what you're carrying now, you'll have to find as you go.
I have to find my own weapons and equipment? Whose crazy idea was this, anyway?
Solo covert actions are standard Fox operating procedure. You can't leave any traces of your presence. No weapons, equipment, footprints, sweat, or bodily wastes. The same goes for bullets and cartridges, too. Your presence in enemy territory is already a violation of international conventions of warfare. There aren't supposed to be any American soldiers in Russia. It could spark an international incident. You can't let anyone see you. You can't let the enemy know you're there. This is a stealth mission. You're a ghost, Snake, in every sense of the word. And there'll be no rescue if you're captured. The military and US government will deny any involvement in the affair.
Then I'll just have to take care of myself, huh?
I'm afraid so. You've been given a fake death pill for that purpose. SIS guidelines stipulate that soldiers on covert ops like this one be issued a potassium cyanide capsule. Tape it to your body so you can take it when you need to.
How generous of you.
Use it if you're taken prisoner by the enemy. It'll send you into a state of false death for a short time.
Fooling them into thinking that I'm really dead. So how do I come back to life?
Just take the revival pill.
You mean that thing they put in my tooth before the mission?
That's the one. But be careful. If you remain in a state of false death for too long, nothing will be able to bring you back. Remember that.
I'll keep it in mind. You said this was a solo mission, right?
Right.
I guess that means I can't count on any reinforcements.
Correct. The mission rests entirely in your hands.
A real one-man army.
Relax. There's a support team ready to back you up over the radio.
Who?
I'll introduce them to you. This time, survival is of utmost importance. The first member of the support team will be in charge of monitoring your physical condition, acting as a medic, so to speak, as well as recording your mission data. She's a member of Fox as well, and she's here on the gunship with me.
She?
Hello, Snake. I'm paramedic. Nice to meet you.
Paramedic.
As in a medic who comes in by parachute.
Aren't you going to tell me your real name?
Are you going to tell me yours, Mr. Snake?
My name, huh? It's John Doe.
And they call you Jack for short. You're a regular Captain Nemo.
A name means nothing on the battlefield. After a week, no one has a name. What's your name?
Jane Doe.
Very funny.
I wasn't joking, but I'll tell you my name only if you manage to make it back alive. My frequency is 145.73.
She's also in charge of recording your mission data. Whenever you want to save, send a message over the reserved save frequency, 140.96.
So saving lets me record my mission data.
That's right. It also records the state of your health.
Good to know.
There's one more person I want to introduce you to, Snake.
Huh?
Speaking of snakes, you remember the boss, don't you? A legendary soldier and your mentor. Actually, it was the boss that got the DCI's authorization in the first place. She's going to be serving as Fox's mission advisor.
The boss is?
She also helped me plan this mission. She and I were at SAS together.
Jack, is that you? How many years has it been?
Boss?
That's right. It's me.
Oh.
Talk to me. Let me hear your voice.
It's been 5 years, 72 days, and 18 hours.
You've lost weight.
You can tell just by the sound of my voice.
Of course I can. I know all about you.
Really? Well, I don't know anything about you.
What's that supposed to mean?
Why'd you disappear on me all of a sudden?
I was on a top-secret mission. You didn't need me anymore.
But there were still so many things I wanted you to teach me.
No, I taught you everything you needed to know about fighting techniques. I taught you all I could. The rest you needed to learn on your own.
Techniques, sure, but what about how to think like a soldier?
How to think like a soldier? I can't teach you that. A soldier needs to be strong in spirit, body, and technique. And the only thing you can learn from someone else is technique. In fact, technique doesn't even matter. What's most important is spirit. Spirit and body are like two sides of a single coin. They're the same thing. I can't teach you how to think. You'll just have to figure it out for yourself. Listen to me, Jack. Just because soldiers are on the same side right now doesn't mean they always will be. Having personal feelings about your comrades is one of the worst sins you can commit. Politics determine who you face on the battlefield. And politics are a living thing. They change along with the times. Yesterday's good might be tomorrow's evil.
Is that why you abandoned me?
No, it had nothing to do with you. I already told you, Jack. I was on a top-secret mission. A soldier has to follow whatever orders he's given. It's not his place to question why. But you're looking for a reason to fight. You're a natural-born fighter, but you're not quite a soldier. A soldier is a political tool, nothing more. That's doubly true if he's a career soldier. Right and wrong have no place in his mission. He has no enemies and no friends. Only the mission. You follow the orders you're given. That's what being a soldier is.
I do whatever I have to get the job done. I don't think about politics.
That's not the same thing. Sooner or later, your conscience is going to bother you. In the end, you have to choose whether you're going to live as a soldier or just another man with a gun. There's a saying in the Orient, loyalty to the end. Do you know what it means?
Being patriotic.
It means devoting yourself to your country.
I follow the president and the top brass. I'm ready to die for them if necessary.
The president and the top brass won't be there forever. Once their terms are up, others will take their place.
I follow the will of the leader, no matter who's in charge.
People aren't the ones who dictate the missions.
Then who does?
The times. People's values change over time, and so do the leaders of a country. So there's no such thing as an enemy in absolute terms. The enemies we fight are only enemies in relative terms, constantly changing with the times. As long as we have loyalty to the end, there's no point in believing in anything, even in those we love.
And that's the way a soldier's supposed to think?
The only thing we can believe in with absolute certainty is the mission, Jack.
All right, but do me a favor.
What is it?
Call me Snake.
Snake? Oh, right. Your codename is Snake. It suits you well.
That's right. The legendary unit that the boss put together during World War II was a snake. The Cobra unit, a group of heroes that brought the war to an end and saved the world. As long as you've got a legendary hero backing you up, you'll be fine. Isn't that right, Snake?
Yeah, I can't think of anyone else I'd rather have with me. Oh, and one more thing, boss.
Yes?
It's good to hear your voice again.
Same here. After all, who knows if either of us will make it out alive? Snake, you are always best at urban warfare and infiltrating buildings. But this is the jungle. Survival is going to be key. Those CQC techniques I taught you are sure to come in handy.
CQC? Close quarters combat, huh? I've been in the Green Berets for the past few years. I'm probably pretty rusty.
Not to worry. I'll be here to help you remember. After all, this is your first actual survival mission. I'll be supporting you over the radio.
Where are you, boss? Next to the Major?
The boss is communicating with us by radio from aboard a Permit-class submarine in the Arctic Ocean.
My frequency is 141.80. Call me if you need my advice on battle techniques.
Gotcha.
Your mission is to retrieve Dr. Sokolov. Dr. Sokolov is being held in an abandoned factory located to the north of your current position. Avoid heavy combat and don't let anyone see you. Don't forget that this is a stealth mission.
Vale.
Snake, try to remember some of the basics of CQC.
Commencing virtuous mission now.
Cómo mola, tío, es impresionante. Y luego hay gente criticando este juego, ¿sabes? Se vayan a tomar por culo. Tanto criticar. ¿De qué sirve tanto criticar si el juego está muy bien? Vamos a darle... A mí me gustaría ponerme el del tigre, claro. Porque me acuerdo yo que me ponía del tigre y me gustaba mucho, tío. Molaba muchísimo. Vale, esto es lo de las armas. A ver si me deja ponerlo. Vale, es aquí, ¿no? Vale. Mochila. Comida. Me acuerdo que también había que comer cosas porque Snake pasaba hambre y se le escuchaba la tripa. Es un juego de supervivencia muy bonito, ¿eh? Vale, aquí tenemos la del tigre. Vamos a ponerla. Y fijaos todas las que hay, ¿eh? Bueno, está, a ver. Qué guapa, ¿no? Bosque desnudo. Pues también está muy chula. Se le puede quitar lo de la pintura, ¿eh? La negra también le queda muy bien. Esa me gustaba también, me la ponía. Pero me voy a poner la del tigre, ¿vale? La del tigre me gusta más. Y en la cara, pues fijaos, le podemos poner todo esto. Bueno, lo voy a dejar, por el momento lo voy a dejar así, ¿vale? Ya lo cambiaremos. Venga. Vamos en marcha. Ahí está, seguimos la aventura con Beast Boss, gente. Pedazo de juego, de verdad. A ver, porque no me fío, ¿eh? Puede haber enemigos. La verdad que es que... Claro, llevo tiempo que no juego, claro. Pero sí me sé las cosas de memoria, ¿no? Sé que ahí delante hay cocodrilos, pero hay que tener cuidado. Fíjate. No quiero gastar munición, ¿eh? Los podemos dormir con la tranquilizadora, pero no quiero. Ah, mira, estos son arenas movedizas, ¿eh? Cuidado. Nos entierra lo del barro, nos entierra, tío. Aquí podemos morir, ¿eh? Si nos quedamos mucho rato. Tenemos que avanzar para adelante. Cómo se ve el agua, cómo se ve todo, ¿eh? La sombra. Madre mía. Y se puede poner en modo película, ¿eh? Ya me lo pasaré así para que lo veáis. En modo película se ve mucho mejor, la verdad. Voy a intentar coger eso. Fíjate, qué grande, ¿eh? Vale. Munición de la esta, ¿no? De la pistolilla que tengo, ¿no? Tranquilizadora. Por cierto, cuando se gasta lo del silenciador, podemos ponerle otro. Una vez que pone X03, podemos ponerle 3, ¿no? Pues estáis viendo, si se gasta una, le podemos poner otra. Y así. Habrá gente que no lo sabe y yo pues lo explico, ¿vale? Porque yo este juego me lo sé de memoria. Realmente no me lo he pasado nunca porque es el remake, pero el original sí me lo he pasado. El original está guapísimo, pero este me gusta más, ¿eh? Porque es el remake, claro. Se ve con mucho más gráficos.
Major, I've spotted 2 enemy soldiers.
They're probably KGB troops sent to guard Sokolov.
AK-47s and grenades.
Snake, your presence in Soviet territory is already a violation of international law. We can't let the Kremlin find out that the CIA and the American government are involved. Contact with the enemy is strictly prohibited. Don't engage them in battle either. This is a stealth mission. Got that?
The Major is right. The point of this mission is to sneak through the jungle without being seen. The success of the mission depends on how well you use your camouflage. Change your camouflage by selecting Camouflage from the Survival Viewer. The Uniform option lets you pick your uniform, while the Face option lets you change your face paint. Choosing camouflage that blends in with your surroundings will help you conceal yourself more effectively. Also, don't forget that anything that moves will stand out in the jungle. If you just stand up and run around like an idiot, you're bound to be spotted. But if you crawl instead, you should be able to sneak by without being noticed. You can see how effective your camouflage is by looking at the camo index. The camo index shows how well your current camouflage blends in with the surrounding area. The higher the value, the harder you are to spot, and vice versa. The key is to make yourself one with nature. Keep that in mind as you go along, okay?
Vale, ahí está que no se pone a hablarnos la madre del Big Boss. La sinvergüenza esa. Ya la conocéis, ¿no? Para los que hayáis jugado. Por cierto, esas son setas, ¿eh? Luego las cojo. A ver... Hostia, qué guapo, tío. Cómo se arrastra por el suelo, ¿eh? Cuando pega la voltereta. Se ve muy real, tío. Que ha sospechado que estoy aquí y por eso ha ido allí, ¿no? El objetivo es pues intentar que no nos vea. Se me va mucho, ¿eh? Con este mando. Vale, le hemos dado bien en la cabeza. Es que no quiero gastar mucha munición, sabéis, ¿no? Por eso intento apuntarle en la cabeza. Vale, vamos a ver qué tiene este hombre. Por cierto, esto sí lo podían haber cambiado, ¿no? Lo de mover esto, me refiero. Lo de sacar cosas cuando... ¿Veis? Esto es a lo que me refiero. Podrían haberlo hecho de otra forma, pero bueno. Como darle un golpecito al este, sacar munición. Con la mano. Pero lo han hecho así y ya está. Es lo que hay. Yo no tengo queja de este juego, la verdad. Mira, sabía yo que había aquí SVD. Ese es un francotirador. Por cierto, la serpiente la voy a cazar. Se puede cazar con el cuchillo o le podemos pegar una patada. A ver, no me sale. Ya sabéis que Big Boss os tenía que comer, ¿no? Estaba en una jungla y tiene que sobrevivir. Que tiene una opción de que se agacha y pega una voltereta, o sea, lo hace... Tiene dos botones de voltereta, o sea, de agacharse me refiero. El otro es el de recargar, que es el cuadrado, y el triángulo, que viene siendo lo de la Y de la Xbox, es para el botón de acción, ¿vale? Lo otro lo he cambiado, lo del R1 y el L1 para apuntar, y lo de acechar pues lo tengo en la izquierda, ¿no? Y la derecha para atacar. Ahí está. Me refiero al L2. Me estoy mirando por si acaso, ¿eh? Por si vienen. Quiero hacerlo bien hecho. Fijaos cómo se mueven las hojas del suelo. Se le quedan en el cuerpo, ¿veis? Cómo mola, tío. Es increíble. Vale, por aquí viene alguien, ¿eh? Y aquí vamos a mirar. Puedo subir en este árbol si quiero, pero no voy a subir. Quiero eliminar primero a los enemigos. Y eso verde que hay allí no lo voy a coger. Son coleccionables, pero no lo voy a coger. No voy a perder el tiempo. No quiero gastar munición. Ha sospechado, ¿eh? ¿Vale? Bien. Estupendo. Vamos a ver si me suelta algo. Ah, espera, espera, hay un enemigo ahí. Mierda. Me va a ver, ¿eh? Agáchate, agáchate. Buah. No me ha visto de milagro, tío. Es que tengo la sensación de como si estuviera jugando a Metal Gear Solid 5, tío. Es que es el mismo manejo, ¿eh? Y mira que el 5 me gustó también, ¿sabes? Mira, ¿veis? Aquí, bueno, está lleno la munición de la MK, así que no puedo coger más. Venga, hombre, suéltame algo. Tienes que tener algo para mí. Eso es. Granadas de humo. A ver qué más. Es que sueltan bastantes cosas, ¿eh? Aquí hay uno. Pues menos mal que soy rápido. Uf, le he dado el botón del ataque y fíjate, lo he dejado tonto, ¿eh? Menos mal que he sido rápido, gente. Por cierto, fijaos, voy a enseñaros una cosa. Ahí está. Vamos a despertarlo. Son con 3 patadas, lo despertamos. Y lo podemos interrogar. Bueno, me he pasado. Le he pegado 4 por lo menos. Y cuando se esté levantando le damos al botón de acción, pero tenemos que dejarlo pulsado. Eso es. Y fijaos, podemos interrogarlo, asfixiarlo, lanzar.
Answer me. If you climb trees, there's fruit. Speak. Inside fallen trees.
A la venga, con el cuchillo. Fijaos qué guapo cómo se ve la sangre, ¿eh? Vale, granada, perfecto. Pues hasta aquí lo hemos mirado todo. Menos mal que he sido rápido, este hombre no me ha visto de milagro. Vamos a mirar por aquí a ver lo que hay. Seguramente otra cinemática, porque aquí no paran de salir cinemáticas, ¿no? Ese es el problema. Sí, sí, míralo. Que recuerdo me trae lo de la colmena, ¿eh? Cuando le disparábamos a la colmena y se iba corriendo el tío. Y lo podemos hacer aquí. Qué guapo, tío. Vale, pues a ver dónde está la colmena. Será eso, ¿no? Ha funcionado, tío. Por cierto, las colmenas, cuando nos las comemos, nos dan más vida. Nos dan muchísima vida. Fíjate, sus compañeros se van también, ¿eh? Hemos tenido suerte. Venían para el puente y fijaos. Eso que nos quitamos, los enemigos estos del medio, ya está. Qué guapo cómo se ve esto, ¿eh? Bueno, si vamos andando despacio no nos caemos, pero si vamos corriendo nos caemos, ¿vale? Hay que tener mucho cuidado. De hecho, vais a ver. Así nunca se va a caer, agachado. De todas maneras, aunque nos caigamos, podemos subir otra vez, ¿vale? Pero eso sí, hay que tener mucho cuidado. Vale, como veis, pues aquí hay setas, vamos a cogerlas. Esto nos da bastante vida. A ver, un momento, que es que tengo que cambiar el cuchillo. Vale, el cuchillo y lo cogemos. Que me gusta hacerlo con el cuchillo. Ya os digo que se puede coger dándole patadas, pero me gusta hacerlo con esto. Vale, y ahora cogemos la MK otra vez. Vale, aquí conforme vamos pasando misiones y todo esto, nos van dando más munición, ¿vale? O sea, perdón, munición. Armas. Nos dan muchas armas aquí. Entonces tenemos que ir desbloqueándolas. Por aquí me acuerdo yo que había armas, ¿eh? Uf, qué harto está esto, tú. Bueno, pues fijaos, aquí está... Aquí hay un arma. Y podemos cogerla, ¿eh? Ahí está. Vale, ahora ojito porque puede haber enemigos ahí delante. Yo me pondría la MK, me la voy a poner. Por si acaso. Vale, vamos allá. Que no me fío de que me vea, tío. Es que hay gente ahí, ¿eh? Cuidado, ¿eh? Cuidado porque nos la puede liar y no quiero. Pero si le estoy dando. Uf, madre mía, no me ha visto de milagro, ¿eh? Cuesta trabajo apuntar así, ¿eh? Bueno, eso lo tengo lleno. Ahí está. No sé si vienen más, es que no me fío, ¿eh? Vale, parece que era solo un hombre, así que... Pues ya estaría, ¿no? Vamos a ver si me deja coger esto, tío. Es que... Joder, macho, me cuesta porque... Claro, tengo los botones cambiados, ¿no? En el siguiente vídeo pues se los cambiaré. Ahora es que tengo que hacerlo para cambiar con las flechas, ¿sabéis, no? Antes era con el R2 y todo eso, pero ahora, fíjate cómo ha cambiado la cosa. Vale, venga.
Major, I've reached the abandoned factory where Sokolov is supposedly being held. This place is a dump.
Esto se pone interesante ya, ¿eh?
I can't see Sokolov from here. The security is pretty tight. There are sentries posted around the perimeter. I wonder how many are inside.
Ahí delante hay muchos enemigos. Se pone ya interesante.
Your objective, Sokolov, is inside the factory. They should be holding him in a room in the northeast section.
Northeast section. Got it.
Be careful. Your mission is to bring Sokolov back alive. He must not be exposed to any kind of danger. Do not approach Sokolov while in the alert phase.
Right.
Oh, and one more thing, Snake.
You mean there's more?
No, it's just that when you get to Sokolov, I want you to tell him something from me.
And that is?
Sorry for being so late.
Is that all?
Yes.
Understood. Beginning my approach to the target.
Vale, vamos a ver lo que podemos hacer. Venga. Aquí cuidado, ¿eh? Si es necesario gastar munición, la gasto, pero no quiero gastar mucha. Vale, ese le he dado. Ese también. Lo vamos a dormir todo rápido. Bueno, he alertado algo, ¿eh? He alertado a algún hombre por ahí, pero vamos a ver si caen rápido. Vale, ha caído uno. Sí, con los tranquilizantes se duermen antes, ¿no? Pero claro. Aquel de allí tiene que caer, porque le he dado, sí o sí. Vale, ha caído. Estupendo. Mira, me está acechando uno ahí, ¿eh? Está apuntando por ahí. Así le podemos dar en la cabeza. Vale. No le hemos dado. Pues ahora sí. Se tiene que dormir. Venga, ya está. Claro, si le he dado 2 tiros en la cabeza. No sé por qué mierda no se ha dormido antes. Ah, vale, aquí tengo que cambiar de camuflaje, ¿eh? Sí, sí, porque me pueden pillar. Debería de cambiar, la verdad. Vamos a cambiar, ¿eh? ¿Cómo era esto? No me acuerdo. Vale, aquí, es aquí. Fíjate, ¿ves? Se cambia automático, rápido, ¿ves? El traje de los cuadros rojos, porque así no nos pillan. Así tenemos más posibilidades de que no nos pillen, ¿sabes? Mira, aquí una escopeta, ¿vale? La tenemos. A ver qué me suelta este. No sé cuántos enemigos hay, ¿eh? No tengo ni idea. Pero varios sí. Por cierto, vamos en busca de Sokolov, ¿vale? Que está en una habitación de por aquí. No me suelta más, pues ya está. Vale, cuidado, que aquí ya te digo que hay enemigos, ¿eh? Mira, ahí tenemos uno. Vamos a ver si podemos... Fíjate cómo se ve todo, ¿eh? Los ladrillos, qué guapo. Vale, le hemos metido en la cabeza. Y aquí arriba debería de haber munición. Tío, cómo se ve el bidón, ¿eh? Qué guapo. Esto es el bidón que se podía tirar para abajo. Ya lo enseñaré más adelante porque aquí van a salir enemigos. ¿Vale? Mira, este sí me ha soltado. Sí, pero está lleno eso. ¡Hostia! Cuidado, cuidado. Madre mía, me han pillado, ¿eh? Tengo que... Yo creo que quedan pocos, ¿eh? No lo sé. Si quedan pocos, lo hago. Tendría que esperarme aquí. Joder, macho. Qué rabia, ¿eh? No me esperaba este hombre aquí, en serio. Se ha ido muy rápido. ¿Vale? Lo vamos haciendo así. Estupendo. A ver, quedan pocos, ¿eh? O sea que están llamando más, eso es lo malo. Ven, ven, te estoy esperando. Ven aquí. Joder, macho, qué rabia. Hay que hacerlo rápido, ¿eh? Venga. Vais a ver Big Boss lo que hace cuando hay muchos juntos, lo que hace. A ver si salen. Aquí, aquí. Vamos a ver si me salen. 1, 2 y 3. Fijaos lo que he hecho, ¿eh? Increíble. Ya está, ¿no? No puede haber más, es imposible. Vamos a esperar a que se vaya la alerta, porque si no... Pero como estáis viendo, pues Big Boss es un héroe de guerra. Es increíble. Vale, invasión se ha bajado. Es que si no se baja no podemos entrar por la puerta, ¿eh? Tiene que bajarse la invasión como sea. Por esta puerta es por la que digo. Cuando se baje la invasión podré entrar, si no, no puedo. Ahí donde está Sokolov, gente. Vale, ya está. Bueno, aquí hay cinemática, ¿eh?
You must be Sokolov.
Are you one of Volgin's men? You'll never get it from me.
No. I'm a CIA agent. I've come to escort you back to the other side of the Iron Curtain.
You're CIA?
Yeah. I was sent by Major Zero, the man who got you out 2 years ago.
Zero?
I have a message from him.
What is it?
He said to tell you sorry for being so late.
Did he now?
What does it mean?
It means he's a man of his word. But we've got no time for this. You have to get me out of here before they arrive.
Who's they?
Colonel Volgin of GRU. You in the West know him as Thunderbolt.
Thunderbolt? Never heard of him.
He's a member of the Army's extremist faction, a man who seeks to seize control of the motherland. Ever since the Cuban Missile Crisis 2 years ago, Khrushchev has been pursuing a policy of peaceful coexistence with the West. Despite resistance and criticism from hawks in the army and the provincial authorities, Khrushchev has managed to suppress the opposition so far. But the failure of his agricultural policies has put him in a precarious position. And on top of that, the tragedy last November.
President Kennedy's assassination.
Precisely. In a sense, Khrushchev has lost his biggest partner, and his power base is rapidly crumbling away. A certain group is plotting to use this opportunity to seize power by rallying the anti-government forces, overthrowing Khrushchev, and installing Brezhnev and Kosygin in his place. The mastermind behind this plot is Colonel Volgin of the GRU. He has control over another secret weapons research facility much like this one, OKB-812, known as the Granin Design Bureau, and is using it to further his plans. But that is not enough to satisfy him. Now he's plotting to seize the secret weapon I have been developing here and use it as leverage in his bid for power. The intelligence says that they are going to make their move during the test.
Then, the soldiers outside.
Exactly. They wouldn't need that many men just to keep me inside. Their orders were to prevent Colonel Volgin from capturing me. Even if it meant killing me in the process. So it would seem. Volgin will come. I'm sure of it. You must get me out of here before then.
Leave it to me.
By the way, your Russian is superb. Where did you learn to speak it?
From my mentor.
Is that so? America's truly a frightening country.
Having second thoughts?
No. I have no love for this place. Let's go.
Major, this is Snake. Sokolov is safe with me. He's doing fine. No injuries.
Good work, Snake. Now hurry up and get Sokolov to the recovery point. We'll rendezvous with you there.
Roger.
What about the sentries?
I had to kill them. There was no other way. But no one will know we were involved.
I see.
What about the boss?
We lost contact with the boss some time ago.
What happened?
It's probably just a weak signal. Just hurry and get Sokolov out of there.
Freeze!
So this is the legendary boss.
Huh?
Huh? We meet at last.
You're from the Ocelot unit of Spetsnaz. What's a GRU soldier doing here?
Soldier?
He's the Ocelot commander.
Ha! That's Major Ocelot to you. Don't you forget it.
Sokolov is ours. Now get out of here.
And Ocelot never lets his prey escape.
What?
I can't say it feels good to kill a comrade, even if it is for the GRU.
Sokolov, take cover.
Huh. Huh. You're not the boss, are you?
Operatives!
What is that stance? Huh. That gun. If you're not the boss, then die.
Major! Leave it! Shoot the other one! Whoa!
ejected the first bullet by hand, didn't you? I see what you were trying to do. But testing a technique you've only heard about in the middle of battle wasn't very smart. You were asking to have your gun jam on you. Besides, I don't think you're cut out for an automatic in the first place. You tend to twist your elbow to absorb the recoil. That's more of a revolver technique.
You filthy American dog!
But that was some fancy shooting. You're pretty good.
Pretty good.
Major, do you read me?
I read you. Snake, you all right?
I've run into a few snags. These guys were after Sokolov too. Apparently they were taking orders from a GRU colonel named Volgin.
A GRU colonel?
Part of an internal Soviet power struggle, according to Sokolov. Something between the KGB and GRU. Between Khrushchev's supporters and Volgin's.
Sokolov was being guarded by the KGB and hunted by GRU? Snake, it sounds like this could be even hotter than Cuba.
I don't like it. Something about the whole thing stinks.
I agree. You'd better hurry.
Sokolov ran off by himself, but I'll catch up to him.
We're counting on you.
Bueno, no veas, Ocelot, qué bien se ve, ¿eh? La cinemática perfecta, o sea, una cinemática increíble. La que acabamos de vivir. O sea, impresionante. Ya sabéis que yo, bueno, me callo siempre para ver lo que sale. Mira, me ha dado algo Ocelot. Hostia, se ha metido por dentro, tú. Qué guapo. No me ha dado nada interesante, la verdad. Nada, no suelta nada. Bueno, de todas maneras no podemos despertarlo. Vamos a ir cogiendo todo lo que haya por aquí. Mira, el pro de vida, vale. Nos viene muy bien todo eso. Aquí no hay nada. Me acuerdo que en esa taquilla sí había, ¿no? En el original. Aquí tampoco, así que vamos a avanzar. Por cierto, aquí hay otra cinemática. Cuando pasemos ahora a lo del puente otra vez con Sokolov, pues va a haber otra. Y por aquí luego tenemos que echar, ¿eh? Que me acuerdo que Bebop vio a Eva, la conoció aquí a Eva. Y ese barril ya sabéis, ese luego lo voy a lanzar. Pero bueno, lo veréis en el siguiente vídeo, porque ya se me está haciendo muy largo. A ver si me deja subir la escalera y os enseño esto. Vale, qué guapo es como se ve desde aquí, ¿eh? Sí, sí, que quiero tirarme. No quiero subir. Venga, vamos. Joder, pero... Ah, vale, que hay que darle al círculo, ¿no? Vale. Así de fácil. Ah, por cierto, me tengo que cambiar el camuflaje. Vale, me lo voy a cambiar. Porque ya no estamos aquí. Ya nos vamos a otro sitio. Voy a cambiármelo, sí. Vamos. ¿Qué botón era? Ah, vale, las flechas, ¿no? Aquí. Me pongo el del tigre. No, este no me lo quiero poner. Quiero el del tigre. A ver cuál era ahora, tío. ¿Era este? Tampoco. Pues nada. Disculpadme, gente, que lo encuentre porque quiero ponerme el del tigre, la verdad. Lo busco así mejor y ya está. Fijaos las armas, las puedo poner ya. Qué chulo, tío. Pues ya está, las tenemos todas disponibles para sacarlas cuando queramos. Sí, señor. Y las setas estas también. Seta de tinta. Vale, aquí me pongo del tigre. Y ya está. Y camuflaje de la cara, pues vamos a ver. Voy a dejar... A ver, espérate. Resplandor. ¿Lo dejamos así, gente? Se queda bien, ¿eh? Lo dejamos así. Venga. Que la verdad que es que a mí este camuflaje es el que más me gusta, ¿eh? Pero bueno. A gusto los colores. Vale, aquí va a salir ahora una cinemática, ¿eh? Y bien larga, ¿eh? Ya os lo digo.
You okay? Those men were from the Ocelot unit.
Spetsnaz?
Yes. The best GRU has to offer. They're coming for me. I'm finished!
Calm down. I'll get you out of here, I promise. And we've got some of the best backup we could ask for.
Look.
That's what they were making you build?
Yes. The Shagohod. The treading behemoth. A tank capable of launching nuclear IRBMs.
It can launch nuclear missiles from that kind of terrain?
Oh, yes. And without support from friendly units.
A nuclear-equipped tank capable of operating solo. Is that thing finished?
No. This is only the end of Phase 1. It won't be truly finished until we complete Phase 2.
Phase 2?
The weapon's true form. If it is completed and the Colonel gets his hands on it, it will mean the end of the Cold War.
The end of the Cold War?
Yes. And then the Age of Fear will truly begin.
A world war?
I had no choice but to cooperate. I didn't want to die. I wanted to see my wife and child again in America. Please, take me to America, quickly. They cannot complete it without my help.
Got it. Let's go. Boss?
Good work, Jack.
What are you doing here?
Sokolov comes with me. My friends, let us fight together again.
I have waited long for this day.
We will fight with you once more. Welcome back, boss.
Now that all 5 of us are together, it's time we go to the depths of hell itself. It's raining blood. Is he crying?
Kuwabara, Kuwabara. Ah, what a joyful scene.
Colonel Volgin.
Welcome to my country. And to my unit.
Boss, what is this?
I'm defecting to the Soviet Union. Sokolov is a little gift from my new hosts.
Recoilless nuclear warheads. These will make a fine gift for me.
This can't be happening.
Who is he? Another one of your disciples? Are we taking him with us?
No, this one is still just a child. Too pure for us Cobras. He has not yet found an emotion to carry into battle.
What are you talking about?
Think you can pull the trigger?
He's seen my face. We can't let him live. If Khrushchev finds out about this, we're finished. He must die.
Wait. He's my apprentice. I'll take care of him. Jack, you can't come with us.
The new blood has been rejected. Are we done here?
Now, onto Sokolov's research facility.
Shagohod is ours.
Drift away. My place is with them now.
Qué cabrona la madre de Big Boss, ¿eh? Joder. Le ha partido un brazo, luego la costilla.
Snake, can you hear me?
Yeah. Just barely.
Snake, listen to me. You need emergency medical treatment. Can you move? You've got to get those wounds treated. Hang in there. All right, let's get you fixed up. Paramedic?
Okay, Snake. Just relax and it'll all be over before you know it. Stay with me. I've seen people in worse shape before. Think you can handle it?
Major. The boss. She's defected.
We'll talk about that later. First, we've got to get you patched up.
Okay, here we go. First, open the Survival Viewer with the Survival Viewer button. If you select Cure, you can start the treatment. Healing is divided into two types of treatment: medicine and surgical procedures. Your injuries include a fractured left elbow and rib bone, and lacerations on your upper arms, right elbow, and abdomen. They need to be fixed using surgical treatment. Move the healing cursor with a movement stick to the affected part of your body, and press the enter button. Once you've selected the affected area, use the movement stick to select the medical item and then press the enter button. With this method, you can use items to help your recovery process. To treat a bone fracture, first secure the affected area with a fastener and then wrap it in bandages. That should do it. For lacerations, you'll need disinfectant to clean the wound, sutures to stitch it up, styptic to slow the flow of blood, and bandages to wrap the wound. If you do everything I mentioned, the wound should heal completely. Understood?
Yeah.
Stay with me. Go into the Survival Viewer and treat those wounds.
Vale, aquí ya estáis viendo que podemos curarnos, ¿vale? Pero esto lo vamos a hacer en el siguiente vídeo, porque si me curo ahora va a salir otra cinemática. Entonces no me interesa, ¿vale? Yo ya lo dejo aquí, voy a guardar la partida aquí. Fijaos en Nice, tío, está hecho polvo, ¿eh? Así que lo curaré en el siguiente vídeo, ¿vale? Así que vamos a guardar. A ver, tenemos que salir de aquí, ¿eh? Vamos a guardar la partida. Ya lo dejamos, ¿vale? Y ya en el siguiente vídeo seguimos. A ver lo que nos dice la chica esta, que siempre habla.
Ready to save, Snake?
Vale, pues vamos a guardar la partida aquí. Y ya estaría, ¿no?
Snake, come back in one piece, okay? I'll be waiting.
Don't worry.
Bueno, gente, pues en el siguiente vídeo nos vemos, ¿vale? Se me ha hecho muy largo. Así que bueno, gente, hasta la próxima. Espero que os haya gustado.